All of it. Absolutely.
We're on the air.
We're on the air. She forgot the point. You know what, this damn chair is just way too high for me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We do have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello. They hung up. It's not flashing. So we want to drop the call. Yep, and lower the volume.
Yeah, that's weird. I could have sworn.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. I have no idea. Did you see the caller ID? Did you get the name?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Is that like a HIPAA thing if we say their name over the air? I don't know. I've never.
I don't
No,
know.
you should be
I've
able
never-
to say their name over
Unless
the air.
unless they say their name, I think if they say
Just
their
first
name,
names.
If they commit.
Just first names.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put
Just
my
first
phone
names.
on. I feel really tall today,
It's all about the chair.
right?
Actually, I think it's a hat.
It's the hat.
You
Oh
guys see
my
that?
God!
Or is it a combination of the hat and
It could be
headphones?
both.
Wow,
Could be
thanks.
both.
Pick on Dom Day. Gotcha. All right, now thank you guys. Actually, I got all your emails. All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station 1320 AM WARA and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. As you saw on Twitter and you might have saw on Facebook, we are getting ready for our 2022-2023 coaches and players in girls and boys high school basketball. Last year we had it at Adria's. We actually, now with the pandemic being over, we actually went into a dinner. We're going to do the dinner again over at Adria's. We just finalized that for April 22nd,
What time?
6 p.m. I didn't get there yet.
Okay.
Happy married couple over here. Didn't me out. I should have known. I was waiting for you to do that anyway. But we're gonna have we're gonna go through some of the nominations, and the way it works is we do offer it out to the different schools. You Twitter the schools. You create a link. Once you break it down to the final 4, most of us have 5 possible candidates, and the fun part is that the kids from the different schools get to vote, but when it comes down finally comes down to the committee, which is us, Josh Perry from the Hockomock Sports, Tom Joyce from the Quincy Sun and the Boston Post, New Boston Post, and
Nate?
Nate Rollins from the Quincy's, he works for Channel 7, but Quincy's, Whitman, I almost said Quincy Sun, I'm sorry, Whitman Hanson Express, and Rich Moretti, who also helps us out in East Bridgewater. So Rich will have, because if, Rich helps us out, why can't his vote matter, even though everything's probably going to be East Bridgewater, because he's such an East Bridgewater homie. But he's seen all those teams in the South Shore League go to East Bridgewater High School.
Absolutely.
So he has a good idea who
So
possibly
just-
could stand out.
Yeah, so so all of you know, those are our sports beat writers out there. They've been with us, for over 5 years now, and they're great guys. They get a lot of information. They're so involved in MIAA and high school sports, so they know a lot of players, a lot of coaches, a lot of people out there. And so them being our judges, of course, we're gathering information. It's only right to get their opinion as well,
absolutely.
since they write for the papers and they're involved in all the communities out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so do you want to mention on last week's show, we have our Lifetime Achievement nominees, and actually they are going to be our award winners,
yeah,
correct?
a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay,
Yep.
and who is that again, Dom?
So we have Tom Pileski, the I shouldn't say AKA, the ex-athletic director and baseball coach at Brockton High School. He also was the athletic director at Coyle Cassidy, football coach at Coyle Cassidy. He also was a football coach at Brockton High School football with Armin Colombo. Then he went over to Norton, where he finished up his career as the Lancers athletic director. And that's a lot of time involved in high school
Yeah,
sports.
Joe
He was
has
our athletic director when I was in high school.
See?
All right,
He
see?
graduated. I said on last week's show he graduated with my grandfather.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
And
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 1962, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Talk
he
about a
looks
lifetime.
fantastic.
He
for his
does.
age.
I actually did a halftime interview on Brockton Community Access, and he was talking about how they created a big 3 and all that other stuff and how they went from the suburban league and then went to the big three as I break Lucy's camera again.
Oh, paparazzi here. You know how
Paparazzi.
this works.
And then the other one is Pat Cronin. Now, Pat Cronin's a lifetime. He has over 500 wins in high school baseball. He started off, from what I remember, East Bridgewater High School. He was the Vikings coach for a long time, brought them to several South Sectional championships. Went to Whitman-Hanson, same thing, won a bunch of championships over there. And I just thought, when I talked to him on the phone, he says, oh, my God, I'm finally going to get recognized for all the time and effort. I said, well, it was a no-brainer for us, Pat. You know, we just want to see if you want to. I didn't mean to kick your chair. I'm sorry. Bad habit.
That's fine.
At least you didn't fall over like me. About to fall over. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, so he's excited. I'm trying to get the bio and some pictures because I'm going to hopefully work with John Luck from BTV and put a little collage together.
Oh, that would be great.
You know what I mean? Because
That would be great.
I've tried to bring the TV last year, but I couldn't get the signal to go from the laptop to the TV. So if I just throw in like a floppy, something on a thumb drive, maybe we could just let it play and do that. So I'm hoping to do something like that. You
But
know.
we're still going to interview and.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So what we'll do is we're going to do a 2-camera shoot this year. So the way we're going to do it is once, and I have a special girl. She's a nice person, she's a friend. Dr. Sarah Ross. Rosa. That's terrible. Me and Susan hang out with. I can't remember her last name. So she is also into Amazon, and she actually has her own podcast. So she's going to MC it for us. And yeah, so she's going to come in. It's also a free meal. She's not an idiot, you know. So she's going to.
More experience for her. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So she's going to come and be our MC, and so I'm thinking once they get their award, like the girls will get their flowers, and of course, the men will get their awards, and Lifetime Achievement Award members will get their plaques and stuff, you know. So then we'll sit down with them and we'll do a 2-camera shoot. So once, you know, I'm trying to get. I know it's his birthday. I was hoping that if Joe could come, he could get experience like Joe Des got working with the other young sports beat writers, so you can see how they're not just their mannerisms, but their approach interviewing these other guys. So after each interview, do the same thing, and we'll just move the camera. The sports master Catherine will help me produce it, and we got a DJ already lined up. With, A-Bomb. A-Bomb's gonna do it for us. Adam Sheehan.
Yep.
And I think
Good
it's
to
Adam.
see him again.
I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is Adam.
Sheehan Productions, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna-
Joe, are you available?
I'm still
Still
in the works.
contemplating?
I'm still in the works about that.
Ooh, it's a great experience.
It is good dinner, good food too.
Oh yeah.
If you never done it, that's a big production for us. Just like any basketball or hockey game, and that's what we have. Actually, not to get off the beaten track,
okay.
but Catherine and I have the senior night over at Bridgewater Raynham, and then you have a college game right today.
It got canceled because of the
Okay.
weather.
See, that's what I was. I mean, we would have been because they canceled my game at Brockton High on Friday.
See?
I had my Brockton polo shirt on. I was all set.
Was it because of the weather?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone got out of
Yep.
school at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine how it would feel like.
All of us are.
I
busy.
can't either.
Yeah.
Down
I
at
mean,
the old
my-
Coil
It's a good
Cassidy
thing I have
over
a
there.
face covering like here.
Right?
Is that helping?
Yeah.
That looks so thin.
Yeah, it does.
That wouldn't
See?
help me.
It's like
Windbreaker.
a ski mask.
Yeah, but you look good wearing it and it covers you. That would not help me out because I need too much oxygen in my heavy set body to take small steps. Just saying. So,
So yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to be here for the whole broadcast, which
Oh,
is
nice.
great.
good.
Yeah, apparently, with the cold weather and everything.
Yeah, they're being smart about it.
Absolutely. That gym is, it's hard to heat.
I was
Yeah,
telling
so I wonder how it's going to be like in the arena rather
Mm.
right? Did
than
you-
last time.
Maybe like -30.
I don't know.
Oh, like
I
it
don't
is
know.
outside? Should just play outside.
It's a good thing I came prepared this time.
I should have took a picture speaking about that, and she knows I'm kidding. So the last game, poor Catherine walked into the ice arena with her sweater on. She says, "Oh, I think I'm going to be a little cold." So I gave her my big black jacket. She looked like Lou Ferrigno on the camera, right? She looked like she was wearing shoulder pads up there.
You should have taken a picture.
I should have, but she was so warm. She said, "Oh, Dom, thank you very much." And I said, "No problem, Catherine. Glad I could help you out."
Did you get cold yourself?
Huh?
Did you get cold yourself?
I did. I was freezing.
Really? Was that cold
Well,
in there?
I just had this on because
goodness.
I bought this to support the school. And I'm like, oh, it's getting kind of nippy in the press box right now. Right? I look over this, and this Catherine, she's zooming in.
So talk a little bit about that. I mean, do we have time?
We only have
I
a
wanna
minute 41.
I want to know what happened last week with the fundraising and the women there. We had a nice interview, huh, with the ladies.
Yeah, the girls.
How did
from-
that go?
I didn't get the final figure, but they made a lot of money. They
Good.
did really well.
Good.
And we actually got the MP4 video file of the boys holding up who they support.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you go back to that game, you'll
Definitely.
see that I blended in as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight being senior night, me and Catherine, I was trying to think of ideas because now that we have purchased, again, I'm trying to get us our own equipment, but we have our own wireless video feed now, so we can go from the laptop to the camera.
Oh.
But there's no audio. So I think what we might have to do is with the SDI wire and the audio wire, Catherine can just take off the camera, walk it down, stand on the ice on the on the carpet, look at the players as they come in, and then I can load the lower third to who they are with their
Yep.
parent.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask my buddy Dave, who also does the play-by-play. He does the announcements for the BR game. Have him wait a minute so Catherine and I can get the camera back on the tripod. Of course, it'll be like a crap load of slack.
Of course.
Right. And then she can plug in the AC wire, put it back on the tripod. Of course, I'll send it to a commercial once we get done. And then it'll take, maybe an extra 5 minutes. And then I can give Dave that's what I'm hoping in a perfect world, too. That's why I want to go. Because once they get done
There are a
with
lot of seniors?
I think the 7.
We have 10,
Wow.
10 seconds left.
10
Okay.
seconds. All right. You want to
First
take
break.
it? You want to take it out, Sportsmaster?
Okay, sure. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk on 1320 AM Attleboro. We'll be back after this.
Good job. Nice.
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA. We have the whole gang in the house. We're winding down, having a couple laughs before we dive into our nominations for boys and girls coaches and players of the year here in Southeastern Massachusetts. We'll dive into some. I'll start with my girls' picks. And you have some too, right?
Yes.
And you have, Joe, you have some?
I have one.
You have one? That's one's better than nothing. So, and do you have any? Did you?
I'm playing paparazzi.
Oh, she
I
getting
did
out
the
of it again.
lifetime achievement things last week.
And the sports master's jumping on my coattails, but that's fine. I still love him. All right, so I do see Nate and Tom a lot, and a lot of times I feel bad for Susan because we're sitting there, we're talking about nominations, and she's like, and she'll go through her phone and look at her grandkids, and she understands that's what
Was
type
this
of person.
last night when you guys were at Audrey's?
That and the night before.
Did you
Actually,
see
on
my
the phone.
post? I thought, yeah, this is trouble.
Yeah,
this is
right?
big time trouble.
Oh my God, we made a bunch of. We were so bored. It was so cold.
I had 5 picks for my girls.
excellent.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. So this is again. Once we reason it all out, we're gonna pick 4, and we're gonna put it on. On the and there's a lot of things you consider. You can go back and watch these kids play on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how some of the conferences, like the Southeast Conference, I think it's mostly Jim Seavey, who takes care of this for the Southeast Conference for girls basketball. He'll write down all the stats. I'm pretty sure, Jim. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize if I'm insulting somebody else. But there's a lot of good stats there. But anyway, so for the girls basketball, and this is all the divisions, my first nomination, again, is last year's winner, Mike Costa. Perfect time. It spooked me for a minute ago, right? Quincy High
Okay,
School.
so wait a minute. Last year, Mike Costa, I remember.
From Whitman Hanson,
Okay.
right? Remember, Mike? You please tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Intern coach and now head coach of Quincy High School, and this is girls basketball, Sarah Conlon, who is doing a great job over at Quincy High School. Another standout is Patricia Lamb, Pat Lamb from Plymouth North. Yep, perfect. Thank you. One that got nominated a couple years in a row from Foxborough, Lisa Downs. We actually had her in studio when Fox 25 came in and did our interview.
They're 12 and 1
Oh,
right now.
I remember
What's
that.
that?
They're
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
and 1 right now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one is the Attleboro coach, Bria Bracken. Bria, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Those are my 12 right now nominations. And again, like you said, I was hanging out with Nate and Tom for a while, so we've been going over this for about 3 weeks, actually. But like, let's have a drink.
it's
Hey, what do you
good.
think about that one? Oh, yeah, let's try
yeah.
that one.
It's good to get their input,
So
though.
there's
yeah.
a lot of names on the back of a lot of keynote tickets of
Are we
what we
doing
wrote down.
Are we doing the girls basketball coaches?
We
here?
are. I hope I said that. Did I say? Please tell me I said that
No,
right.
you
No, I don't think you
yes,
did.
you
I
did.
said
Did
girls.
you?
You didn't say coaches, but
Oh, girls-
you did say girls
Oh
basketball.
man, did I say
Those-
coaches? Joe, do you remember?
No,
You were saying no. I don't
I
think
think
so.
you
All
said
right, these
coach-
were the coaches. I apologize. Here's
Yeah,
the coaches.
I didn't know what you were doing because
I'm sorry. You know what? I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So there you go.
we're just trying to follow you, Dom. This is
I'm
good.
so-
This is
you know
good.
what's bad? I do this at work. I'm expecting you guys to pick up my lingo, as broken as it is. All right. So with that being said, those are my and Justin concurs, and he looked over it a little bit. But I'm going to give it to Justin so he can look, because Justin next week might say, "Hey, what about someone so that we might miss?" All right. So you're going to go. You're going to. Who do you got, Catherine?
So my top 5 picks for the girls basketball coaches of the year are Mark Nickerson from Medfield. He led the Warriors to an undefeated season.
Like
Nice.
And Kendall Jones from Brookline.
Well, that's Brookline. No, that's the South Shore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brookline. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
South Shore.
that's the Bay
Oh,
State.
yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, led the team to a 10-3 record. Howie Landau from Lincoln Sudbury. He led the team to a 13-2 record, and I believe they're 14-0 in their division.
Nice.
And Cheryl Seavey from Bridgewater Raynham.
Nice.
Yep. I know
She's
her.
the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Yep, she is.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy Dolores from Bishop Fian.
Nice.
Those are my top 5
Yeah, I
picks.
should be writing this down.
You should.
Hold
I was
on,
wondering if
hold on.
we had. I recognize some of the names, but have we ever had them here in studio?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah, Cheryl
All-
Seavey won first coach
I
of the
remember
year.
her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think she's a teacher in Brockton.
Is it a BR?
She's a teacher in Brockton.
In Cheryl Seavey.
Yes,
Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm thinking. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking.
because
it's,
I've been coaching
What's the
and I've been
penalty?
I
can
see
you
her a
pass me
couple
that
times.
pen on the other side? Can I steal that pen off you, Catherine? Actually, you know what? I could just take a Photoshop. I could take a photo shot of that too.
Mhm.
All right. So, all right,
Yeah,
Joe,
there
what do
you
you
go.
got?
My pick was actually the same as Catherine's, was Amy Dolores
From Fan?
from Bishop Fian, but I actually have like a little snippet.
Yeah.
She's a head girls basketball coach at Bishop Fian. They're currently 11-3 right now. Her teams have won the Eastern Athletic Conference, the former EAC.
Yep.
And they're now in the Catholic Central Conference. They won in 2021 and 2022. They play a competitive schedule against some of the top programs in the state. They actually just lost to, I think, the top-seeded St. Mary's. I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
But because I don't think St. Mary's have lost, so they maybe have lost one game. But she serves as a math teacher at Fian as well. And she's been a youth sports coach in Mansfield and works at a number of local camps and clinics.
That's really cool.
So she actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was assistant coach at Fian, and then they eventually took her over as the head coach.
All right, so this Fan girl's sticking out, so she's definitely number one.
I think she was. I YouTubed. I think she was on the show. You guys called her. She called in before.
Yep, that does sound familiar.
I think, in my opinion, Mark Nickerson should definitely be the coach of the year for the girls because he led the team to an undefeated season, and I'm always impressed by those kind of stats by any coach.
Absolutely. One of the things that Whitman, not what we're going to discuss it anyway.
Medfield.
Medfield. The reason why the Whitman Hanson coach sticks out for me, he lost 6 seniors, went to the state title, state semis, and this year they're in the same boat, and all he has is 1 senior. So I think that's kind of really impressive.
He's building that program back up.
Yeah,
Yep.
with one senior. So I thought that was one of my standouts.
They're going to be really good next year.
Yeah, and then the other one, the 3. So right now, Lisa Downs, she's what do you say, 12-1, something like that, from Foxborough.
They're
Well,
12. They're 12 or 13-1.
They're actually 13-1.
13-1.
So she got nominated a couple times, and I thought she was a standout as well. So, but
especially in the Hockomock, that's a tough league to be in.
so
Yeah.
all right, so that's girls, and we're doing good for time. You don't have to spell out the time, but we're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
All right, so now boys, the boys basketball coaches, I had Marshfield's Robert Fisher, Whitman Hanson Bob Rogers, and the reason why I got Fisher is because his program was down and now they're coming back up. Bob Rogers always is he always is in the middle of the pack, if not the top of the pack, of the Patriot League. Andrew Ferguson, for the first time in a long time, has taken Sharon to a winning record this year.
Sharon's 10-2 right now.
Yeah.
I have some of the standings right now.
No, that's
Impressive.
perfect.
It's very impressive.
Right, so that's why he stands out. He stands out to me, and Bob Rogers. The other one is Andrew McDonald from the South Shore League, East Bridgewater coach. And then probably one of the smallest schools they play out of the Sullivan, I think, out of the South Shore League is Kara's Mark Shelwem. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Mark, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So those are the 5 I had, and Nate and Tom and I went over the other night, actually a while, for the standout right now. Like we said, you guys have mentioned people that we obviously missed, or you know what I mean? So let's start with Joe. Who do you have for boys basketball coach of the year?
So I told you I only had Amy, but for
That's fine.
I mean, I can just right here. I mean, some
Amy
of the standings
Dolores,
I had.
she's a girls basketball coach.
Yeah, for the girls.
Yep.
I had. I mean, I guess you could say the Mansfield team's 14-1.
Yep.
His name is Michael Vaughn.
Yep.
That's who I would suggest for Mansfield. Again, in the tough Hockomock League.
Yep. No, that's perfect. So that is now. What about you, kid?
For the boys
Yeah,
coaches,
yeah.
I did not pick any.
All right, so you had to do a little bit more homework, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, it is what it is. What it is. But those are the ones that came to me, Bob Rogers, and I mean, I really like the way Andrew Ferguson has brought that Sharon team from the Sharon Eagles from.
What were they last year?
They were under 500, I believe.
Really?
I believe so.
Yeah, there are a couple of players from girls basketball that I wanted to mention too.
Oh, we can definitely do that. Absolutely. So we're doing good for time.
We have a minute 26 seconds.
All right. So what we'll do is when we come back, this is our first break or second break.
Second break.
My God. Wow, time's flying. So when we get back, the Sportsmaster and I, we're gonna try to run down the winners, not the scores, but the winners, because there's so many damn scores on who triumphed on Friday night in boys and girls basketball. I can do it off my phone. This guy,
I got the paper.
he's got the paper.
Sportsmaster,
Yeah.
always prepared, right?
Right.
And don't forget, everyone that's watching on the radio, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will
Yes.
be greatly appreciated.
Yeah,
And what is that channel?
4 Deep Sports Talk.
All one word, right?
Yep.
that a girl. All right, so we're ready.
We only have 42 seconds.
42 seconds. The other thing is you can check out the game, the broadcast we're going to have on our 4 Deep Sports Talk YouTube pages. Catherine and I will cover senior night at the Bridgewater Ice Arena. That's going to be a lot of fun as 7 seniors are going to say goodbye to high school hockey for the rest of their life. They're playing Scituate. Scituate plays out of the Patriot League. That should be one heck of a good game. I think so. And, I mean, they still have to finish, but they picked tonight out of the coldest nights out of the damn year to have this hockey
10
game.
seconds.
10 seconds. All right, so we'll do it like this, see if I can do this the right way. All right, with that being said, we're gonna be back right more. Again, the Sportsmaster is going to have the rundown of all the winners from Friday night. And I'm going to try to keep up with the girls' winners from Friday night. You are listening and watching. This ain't a podcast, folks. This is on TV. You're watching 4 Deep Sports Talk. Listening, and I'll get it right. WARA 1320 AM. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Family friends of mine.
Nice.
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We're going to, right now on the YouTube page, this will go on TV once we get done editing it, as we do our nomination show, as Nate Rollins and Tom Joyce listen from afar. I don't know if Rich Moretti's listening. But, again, they did a great job, and I'm going to go over this again with the other 2 committee members and reach out to Josh Perry. And I know Josh Perry's going to, whatever we do out of the Hockomock, he absolutely loves the Hockomock. So, that's not going to be a problem. With that being said, the Sportsmaster is going to let you know the winners from Friday night boys basketball.
Okay. Here we go. In Bay State, there's Newton North Wesley, and Walpole. In Capes and Island, there's Nauset, St. John Paul II, Cape Cod Tech. In Catholic Central, Bishop Freeham, Bishop Stang, Archbishop Williams. In Catholic Conference, Catholic Memorial, Magdalen Catholic, and Xaverian. In Hockomock, there's Mansfield, Franklin, Taunton, and Canton. In Mayflower, there's Cape Cod Tech. In Middlesex, there's Watertown, Wakefield, Arlington, and Reading. In Patriot, there's Hanover, Marshfield, Scituate, Hingham, North Quincy, and Plymouth North. In South Coast, there's Wareham, Bourne, Seekonk, Old Rochester, and Somerset, Berkeley. In South Shore, there's Randolph, Middleborough, and Mashpee. In Southeast, there's New Bedford. And in Tri-Valley, there's Devon, Sherborne, Norwood, Bellingham, and Hockington.
All right, very good. I just got my scores up here. Here the winners from girls basketball. All right, here's, oh boy. All right, here we go, phone. I'm like doing the last minute, Tom. Great job. Okay, where are they? All right, girls basketball. Here are your winners of the Bay State Conference. Brookline, Weymouth, Needham, and Milton all won. Cape and Islands, it was Dennis Sharmuth and St. John's Paul II in girls basketball. Central Catholic, you had the Fian, St. Mary's, for the Oz, and Bishop Fenwick, all winners. The Managon and St. John's prep game was postponed. Catholic Conference, Malden Catholic won that. Moving on to the Hockomock girls basketball, you had Foxborough again winning, Franklin, Attleboro, North Attleboro. That's a big win. They beat Taunton by 3, 64-61. Oliver Ames, Canton won over Sharon by 3, 48-45. That's the Hawk. Mayflower, the Holbrook and Bishop Connolly was postponed. Continuing on to the Patriot League girls winners from Friday night. Quincy, Pembroke, Hanover, Whitman Hanson again, Duxbury, South Coast Conference. It looks like the Dighton, Rehoboth, and Wareham game was postponed. Old Rochester, Apponequet, Bourne, all winners, Case and Seekonk, they were postponed. South Shore, Norwell, Mashpee, they all won. Holland, Rockland was postponed. Southeast, they did play Bridgewater Raynham girls. They win again. They beat New Bedford 65-46. That's the only score. The Brockland Dartmouth game was postponed. Tri-Valley, here are your girls winners. It was Medfield, Millis, Dover Sherborne. The Norton and Medway game was postponed. Norton and Holliston all won. Those are your winners in boys and girls basketball. I'd like to do hockey, but these are the only one that's close to us is Bay State, and that was Weymouth over Wellesley 4-3. The other ones, I do have another one. Foxborough, Apponequet / Old Colony 5-0. And those are the closest ones for us for high school hockey that's actually posted. Other ones are way yonder out in the North Shore and out in Berkeley. So
BR's not playing?
BR's playing tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah,
Who are they playing?
Tonight they're playing Situate. That's the game we're doing late after this.
Okay.
Yep. And that's senior night, right? Right, Catherine? Catherine's all jacked up. She's all warm. Doesn't wear my...
What's their record looking like? Are they doing better or no?
No, we're not doing that good, unfortunately.
How many seniors do they have?
They have 7, I believe. I believe they have 7. They have Justin Peters, the 2 goaltenders, Rich Popson, Jeffrey Coyle. They have a defenseman. Actually, they have a kid out for the season. His name's Zachary Sinclair. He's out for the season. The other gentleman is Josh Clifford. And Mark Malio, he's out. That's 6. I feel like I'm missing one. On Marco Luzza. So that's the 7th one. Those are your seniors for this graduating team. I should know them better. It's so hard, just like basketball. You try to do on the fly the first couple of games. You're trying to remember who's wearing what number, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And BR has an alternate. They have a third shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty cool. It's more like Patriot-like. It has the Trojan on it, and it's the American flag meshed through the colors.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and their names are on the back. So last game, Catherine and I did, not to beat on BR hockey too much. They introduced Troy the Trojan, the mascot.
Oh, wow.
The thoughts
boy.
that were going through my head.
I can only
Oh,
imagine.
do tell, do
Oh
tell.
only
my
imagine.
God! Right? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And there's this kid trying to walk on the carpet, trying to get the center ice to drop the ceremonial puck so everyone can meet Troy the Trojan.
Did he make it out there?
Oh, he made it out. I thought the kid was going to go down. He had some wobbly legs with that big helmet on. You know what I mean? That was too funny. All right, so that's that. Well, now we got to do before we get beat off track. Here are the nominations for girls basketball. So again, I actually said it right this time. Girls basketball nominees: Bridgewater Raynham, Natalia Hall Rosa. She is in second place in the scoring. The other one leading the scoring out of the Southeast Conference is Catherine Cheeseborough, the Dartmouth superstar. She's averaging 22 points a game. South Shore League standard Ellie Williamson. She's one of the other ones, along with another South Shore League. I believe they play out of different conference, so the match should be Hilea Turner Foster. She's one of the nominations. And Jasmine Davidson from Sharon. Those are my five. And again, Nate and Tom added some input to this as far as girls basketball players. So what do you guys got?
So my 5 picks for the girls basketball player of the year nominees, they are Kaylee Sullivan from Foxborough.
Yeah.
She helped extend Foxborough's winning streak to 9 points with a career high of 31 points. And my pick is Natalia Hall Rosa. And last time I've seen her play in person, like, I feel like she's like improved like
Oh
a
yeah.
lot.
Oh my God, yes.
She led the Trojans to a 65-46 win over New Bedford with her 18 points.
Yep.
And from their game on Wednesday night in their win against Stratford, she got a double-double with 24 points and 11 rebounds.
I mean,
love those double doubles.
Oh my! I've seen her play against Brockton. The kid is unbelievable. And when you watch her, I've never seen a person. Once you have fun, you want to do it because you can tell the kid's having a ball, passing, dishing, double, whatever it takes. She's really. But we'll love some of the schools. Vote on who they think. That is not the final vote. We're the final vote. But it's good to get those kids recognition and get them out there.
Oh, absolutely.
My next pick is Jenna McKang.
Say it real fast. It'll sound European.
Mickangion.
Spell it.
Miccianguono.
No idea.
That's a tongue twister.
What school does she play for?
Bridgewater Raynham. She notched a career high of 18 points against New Bedford.
What's your? You can't. I can look that up. Now, who's the other one? Who else do you have?
Logan Masney from Peabody.
That's true. That's North Shore.
And
That's not in our area.
Oh.
That's all right.
And Hannah Martin from North Andover.
That's North Shore.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
That's all right. But
So
you
what
know
were
what?
the first
God
two
bless you.
again?
I love you for doing the homework. That
What
was
were the
pretty
first
cool.
two again?
Kaylee Sullivan from Foxborough and Natalia Hall Rosa.
And I've seen the whole
I've
Rosa
seen-
girl play.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
really good.
Yep.
But no, the other ones that you understand that's in the North Shore, right?
Oh, okay.
All right. So you got to look back at our conferences, and we'll go over that again. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. I apologize.
Because they consider
Oh,
self
oh,
we
got a
got
call.
We got a
Oh, there we go.
call.
Woohoo.
Hi, you're first.
Whoa.
Hi, you're next or first on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Hello?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Unbelievably well. Who's this?
This is Mike in East Bridgewater.
Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Good. I knew that was you.
I'm trying to talk while inhaling. It wasn't going very well.
No, you can't do that. This is Tom Joyce. He writes for the New Boston Post and the Quincy Sun. All around good guy. Heck of a terrible practical joker because he always gets busted by me. But did you get a chance, Tommy? I know Nate's listening probably, unless you're with him right now. Did you hear of, was you covering the girls' nominations?
Yeah, I was hearing it. I was listening to it.
So, do you have any insight you want to add, my friend?
So I wanted to touch on the boys, if I may.
You want to go over the boys' nominations?
Yeah, sure.
We got you for a while, right? How much time do we have for the first?
We
next
have
commercial?
like 53 seconds left.
All right, Tommy, we're going to do this. Let's just talk for a minute. We'll step away. Can we hold on to this call and we'll
Yeah.
finish it up and go into the boys? I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the coaches. Joe and Catherine had some good insights on some other possible coaches we should think about.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. That's that's exactly what I was thinking. So we can definitely come back and jump on the boys. Before we do that, let's get before we step away.
I just have the coach.
Oh, you said
That's the
okay.
coach.
What about that girls' players?
It was just the coach.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. So we're winding down. Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, we have like 16 seconds.
All right, so we got
Yeah.
15 seconds.
I'm actually torn between the two girls basketball players, Kaylee Sullivan and Natalia Hall Rosa. Like they had like unbelievable numbers in their games.
I'll tell you, Kaylee Sullivan, right, the girl from Foxborough.
Yes.
She actually 3 years ago, one of Lisa Down's girls was nominated with her, and she thought she won the thing, but she misinterpreted. All right, we're going to step away. And we got Tom Joyce on the line. We'll be right back with Tom Joyce as we run down the nominations for boys and girls players and coaches of the year in the South Shore. We'll be back with Tom and more right after this. Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are winding down the nominations for girls and boys basketball and coaches of the year. We had some great insight from Joe and
We still have
Catherine,
Tom.
and we have Tommy still on the line. Tom, you there?
Yeah.
All right. So Tom, this is what I have. And then we'll go through the other guys, and then, if you don't mind, if you could add your input after that. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right, so I have Brockton's Cameron Montero, North Quincy's Zachary Taylor, Hingham's Liam McBride, Whitman Hanson Ryan Baker, and Rockland Mike Marotti. All right, Joe, who do you got?
I told you the coach, but doesn't
No, boys basketball, players. Do you have any players? Not yet?
to add, Cam
Yes.
Montero, wasn't he the football player?
He was also the
Yeah,
football
I
player.
remember hearing his name.
okay.
Yeah, he missed a couple games of basketball because he hurt his ribs in one of the games. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Goodness.
I remember his name from basketball.
Yeah.
I'm from football.
Yep, absolutely. All right, what do you got, kid?
You want me to put on the music?
No, that's fine. We'll just wing it. That's fine. If we start putting on music, Tommy's going to start dancing in his car or something. He could
So
get in
I
an
have
accident.
Jack Shabbat from Bishop Feehan, Luke Rinaldi from Dover Sherborne, Sean O'Leary from Franklin, James Malloy from Marshfield, and Jacob Briggs from Middleborough. Those are my top 5 picks of boys basketball player of the year.
Okay, so who's Dover Sherborne again? I want to write it down.
Luke Rinaldi.
Luke Rinaldi. Okay.
He scored 33 points in the team's 73-69 win.
And what about Fian? Who is the Fian person? The kid?
Jack Shabbat.
Jack Shabbat. And Franklin?
Sean O'Leary.
Sean, oh, nice Irish kid. O'Leary. And Middleborough.
Jacob Briggs.
Jacob Briggs. All right, Tommy, give us your input, my friend.
So, as you know, I'm mostly familiar with Patriot League basketball at this point,
Yep.
given that you've had a bunch of corporations buy up the newspapers and basically get the newsroom, so the high school sports is pretty scarce nowadays in terms of coverage. But with North Quincy, man, I've seen Liam. I did see Liam McBride play against them. I believe he put up about 35 points against North Quincy. Hingham beat North Quincy, and North Quincy, as you guys have touched on, is a pretty good franchise, like pretty good school, I should say. Zach Taylor is just Mr. Consistent. Every single game this team plays, he's leading the way in points, and a lot of times it's more than 25 points each time. So I think both of them, given the quality of competition there is in the Patriot League for boys basketball, absolutely deserve to be on the list.
All right, so we have to definitely look into these other four possible candidates from Dover, Sherborne, Bishop Fee, Franklin, and Middleborough. I know a little bit. Why is that echoing?
Yeah, it's really loud.
Why is that echoing like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Um,
I don't know what I'm doing.
no, you're not. I don't think you're doing it. Is this still echoing? No, not
No, I
anymore.
don't
It's
think
just
anymore.
loud.
Oh, you know what? The monitor. She must have the monitor. You had the monitor up too high.
Oh,
There we go.
All right, can you
That's
hear
better.
us, Tommy?
Yes.
We just had a little.
yeah.
small
I was
glitch.
I
Still
was
loud.
I was trying to get the
What's
vo-
that?
I was
It's still
trying to.
loud.
Turn down the monitor. Don't shake. Just turn on. There you go. That's better. That's a
Perfect.
lot better.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh no, the headset. Turn down the headset. There
I
you
was
go.
I was trying to get the volume from Tom.
That's right. That's better.
There
right?
we go.
Okay.
Yep, it was a headset. You did fine.
Yeah, I was trying to get the volume.
Sorry
from
about
Tom.
that, Tommy. She was doing fine. She was just trying to turn it up the headset and just went a little bit too loud, but it was fine.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
turn you up at the same
Don't
time.
apologize. There's
I'm
no fire.
sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
I couldn't hear him that well.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I couldn't
see.
either. I couldn't either.
You know what? 'cause
All I
you had-
hear is Dom.
yeah. Well, you know, I have a big mouth. You know what it is? You get your hat, your speaker, your headset over your beautiful hat,
Oh yeah.
as Susan Tantos just said
Oh
earlier
yeah.
today. Tanos, really, but I mess with her.
Susan, if you're watching, thank you for the compliment.
Tom, you know, that's a great point by you. Zachary Taylor, you know, he's pretty. And Liam McBride, I mean, Nate and I have seen Cameron Montero calling the Brockton High games and some of these other people that came through. I saw McBride come through. He looked very. Yeah, Liam McBride when Hingham came to Staff Gymnasium and played at Brockton High. Ryan
Put up over
Baker.
30 points
Yeah.
against Brockton, and the team in which the team put up, I believe, about 56 points.
Yep. He scored more than 3/4 of their points, not including rebounds and assists, right?
Yeah.
No, that's good. And then, like you said, Zachary Taylor, another standout. But I definitely want to look into these other two, and we'll try to get together maybe before a show next week, and we'll finalize the final four. Of course, I'll see you and Nate here within the week, and we can finalize this list and go from there. I mean, the other coach I think we need to consider is the one that Joe. This is girls basketball. The lady from Bishop Feehan. She should be. So someone unfortunately is going to get bounced from the. Well, that's 6. So we only want 4. We usually break it down to 4. And then the other boys basketball was Mike Vaughn from Mansfield. So that means one of these other 5 from Marshfield, Whitman, Hanson, Sharon, East Bridgewater, Carver just got to look into the consistency. I mean, they all care about the kids, and see who like wasn't it the Sharon guy? I think Nate mentioned how bad the team's been struggling. All of a sudden, he has them turned around at 10-2.
Yeah, they're 10-2.
So
he should definitely get consideration.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. What do you think about that, Tom?
Yeah, I agree. Sharon's not really known for its basketball.
And then this guy has them gelling, and then one of the other standouts is, in my opinion, is Lisa Downs, and she was nominated a couple years in a row, and she just fell short of winning it, and she's one of those persons that another big standout show that she's always keeps her team. They're always in the running. She's like the Bob Rogers of girls basketball, along with Cheryl Seavey. And not just she the Oliver Ames coach who just retired. Her name just slips me. Oh my God! I can't remember. But anyway, she won the first Coach of the Year when we first did during the pandemic. She won a Lifetime Achievement Award. We recognized her on that. And again, Lisa Downs, again with Cheryl Seavey, reminds me of someone they're standouts. And then what Mike Costa, what he's doing, losing 7 seniors and doing this up one senior at Whitman Hanson, I think that's and then in the back burner, of course I'm touching on girls coaching here, is the unbelievable job that Conlon's doing over at Quincy High School. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have a pretty young team at Quincy, and I know they lost their point guard to a transfer. So the fact that they're still able to keep this going, I think they're not only going to be a team to watch this year, but the next couple of years as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's all due to credit, to the coach and her staff, and the kids. Yeah, exactly. How are we doing for time, kid?
12:57. I'm
all right.
Just trying to look up that coach.
There's another. I don't know if you put it in the.
That's fine.
In the consideration.
God, I cannot think of that coach's
That's
name.
all right. Hold on to your thought. I'm sorry. No worries.
I'm sure you've heard of him. Is Mike Perry from Cardinal Spellman.
Oh, Mike Perry. Yep.
I mean, he got his 1,000th career win last January.
Yep.
Spellman's 9-4 right now for boys.
Yep.
Just even if he's not in consideration, just someone to just recognize.
Absolutely.
I've met him dozens of times. He was my gym teacher in middle school.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Because I think he does girls soccer too for Spellman.
Oh, he does?
I think he does girls soccer and then he does boys basketball. Mike Perry.
That's pretty cool. All right, so you get the music fired up, ready to go.
Oh.
Tommy, we're going to let you go. We're signing off. I appreciate you calling. You know that. And you got to work on your East Bridgewater voice some more.
Sure. Peace out. God bless.
All right, Tommy, thank you for calling. That's Tom Joyce from the New Boston Post and the Quincy Sun, adding some great points. Of course, he's pushing more Patriot League for us to take more attention to. And, he covers the Patriot League. That's Quincy's area. All right, for the gang here at 4 Deep Sports Talk, next week we will have, Joe, I should have looked up your name. We're going to touch a Challenger League out in Virginia. The gentleman's going to call you. We're going to post more information and some pictures on Facebook and on Twitter to let people know what's going on. And then once we finalize the top 4 nominees for coaches and players, of course, girls and boys basketball in the South Shore, that'll go on right away. Again, for all of us at 4 Deep Sports Talk, we hope you have a nice, warm weekend. We will catch you next time.